Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to my channel, Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for December 4th, 5th, and 6th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for my Capricorns. How are you, my Cappies? Now, you know that I'm using my two Radley Valentine decks, Angel Tarot cards for the main message, and then I will pull one from my Archangel Power Tarot cards. I've also added my Emily Anderson crystal cards. Now, I've prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. Remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest, okay? Okay. We're coming up to your birthday season, so this is a time for you to get a lot of things settled down. Get a lot of things, this is your time to kind of just, we're ending your year. So, things that have been undone, things that are left untied. It's time to tie up those loose ends, okay? Let's put it like that. Now, I'm an intuitive channeler. I open myself up to higher power. Whatever the message, my job, just deliver it. We have 3 cards that are face down. The third one is reversed. Now, I do think that my Capricorns, when I said untied, there have been a lot of things in this past year. And actually, I would say, now this is funny, this is like 3.5 to 3.7. I would say that maybe years, I don't know, that have been untied. And it's time to tie up those things. So it could mean that whatever happened back then, so it could be 3 to 5 years, 3 to 7 years. I'm getting a 3.5 and then a dash 3.7. So I'm not quite sure what any of that means, but I'll tell you it, so you'll tell me. But it's like things that were untied at this time, you need to tie them back up, or you need to face it, rectify it. It needs to be resolved, okay? Okay, anyway, let's see what we have for my Capricorns. Okay, first card is the 9 of Fire. We haven't seen her for a while for you, but 9s have that wrap it up and put a bow on it. I like that, instead of saying endings, but it's kind of like it's time to move it on. Fire energy is Sagittarius, which we're in. It's also Aries, and it's also Leo energy. And this is, it's passionate, burning, determined, but you know her. I've talked about her. I like her as the dragon slayer or the dragon tamer, depending on how you feel about dragons. So what is it that you've been coming up against? So I do feel that 3.5 to 3.7, it's like, so this may be coming up this week, something from that past that you have to resolve it. You have to resolve it. You have to face it. You have to resolve it. I'm not necessarily saying that you didn't face it in the past, but it's kind of like one of those things. I feel like you're sighing and going, not again. Okay, let's put this to bed. Let's put this to bed. Let's tie this loose end up. Okay, but then the dragon tamer comes and tells you to stand firm, not to, it's one of those things about, this is not about compromise. This is not about compromise. That's not what this dragon tamer is. I love her because she stands tall. And she's like, no, not taking anything from anybody. So don't give up. Protect that which you've created. Have courage and believe in yourself. Next card is 3 of Air. Now this is again the 3. Okay, so air energy is our Aquarius. It's our Gemini. It's also our Libra. Thought processes, hearing news. But again, the 3 of Air has kind of a mixed bag to it. A lot of times it's like, oh no, the 3 of Air. No, the 3 of Swords. No, this is something from that past. So I really feel like something from the past is coming this weekend. Or it could start even on Thursday to Tuesday. I kind of get that tea day type of thing. Thursday to Tuesday. So something could be coming into your present from that past. Yes, the 3.5 to 3.7, okay? So, and it's something that you're going to have to deal with. You're going to have to work with. You're going to have to figure out what you do with this, okay? Your last card is reversed, and it's the 4 of air. So this is kind of like, okay, so this has, the 4s have stability. I like 4s because they're stable, but you still have that air energy, that thinking energy. So, you need to be, you need to do a couple of things with this, whoever this is, whatever this is that comes back into your life. So it's kind of like you're going to have to almost like step away a little bit and not necessarily be reactive. You're not going to, just because just because they're coming back doesn't mean you have to let them in your life, but it doesn't mean you have to face them this way. I know we have the 9 of fire, but she also has that, she also is wise. She also has that warrior that, okay, and warriors don't always go rushing into battle. They look at the battlefield, and sometimes a little bit of a retreat is okay to have, but I know I'm saying so, but Deb, you just said to face it. Yeah, you're going to have to face it. You don't have to necessarily dive into it, okay, or jump into it. You can back up, and you have to look at what are your feelings, what are your thinking inside, how are you reacting to this before you start taking those steps, okay? So you've got my Capricorns, you've got some contemplation, you've got some, let's look at the big picture, you've got this, let's look at things from a different type of level with this. I feel like whatever this was, you were very emotionally involved. So it could be, well, I just feel like you were very emotionally involved, and now you need to have that cooler head. You have to have that cooler head. And of course, I will always tell you, connect with your higher power, your guardian angel, spirit guide, voice of the universe, your divine, your archangels. Really, really. Okay. So this is time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. Okay. So now let's go on and see what we have here for my Cappies. I feel like I need to shuffle you a lot more. There we go. Oh, okay. Well, card came. Okay. So we have Archangel Chamuel. Now, Archangel, this is change your life. We have big, so a lot, sometimes with this card, it's not necessarily that you're going into this major life-changing event. It could be that it's one of those things that if, and I've said this to you before, if you always do what you always did, you'll always get what you always got. So this is kind of one of those times I feel like you don't do what you always did. And maybe what happened in my Capricorns, people, you are an earth energy, and you are very solid. You're very sensitive too, but you're very solid. People don't necessarily see that sensitive side in you, or they know how to push your buttons. This is again one of those times that it's like when I was saying you need to see things a little bit differently, this is one of those times where you need to kind of, when you feel yourself going down that same pathway, when you feel yourself getting that same response, that's where you have to kind of stop it. You have to put the gate, close the gate, close the door, and you have to do something different. And once you do that, it's life-changing. It's life-changing. Now, it's life-changing. Ask Archangel Chamuel for assistance during this time too. Here we go. A sudden revelation that offers freedom. Break free of procrastination. Embrace the opportunities that change brings. So it's kind of, yes, there can be changes, so yes, change your life is a very big archangel energy card. It's got lots and lots of energies. So it could be something, but it's also, so it could be like some major type of change is opening up for you. But I feel like this is a major change that you take. It's not what you normally did in the past. And again, that 3.5 to 3.7 keeps coming to me. It's not what you did in the past. And there's a sense of, it's kind of like also the cutting of the ties because you're not doing what you did in the past. Now, what could happen from that, even though this is this relationship coming back in, it could actually give you a better relationship with that, whatever that relationship is. It could give you a better relationship, but because I feel like there was running away from it, and now and maybe that's the thing. Maybe in the past there was a lot of running away from it, and now the standing firm. Anyway, you don't do what you normally did. Okay. Here we go. And Tiger's Eye. Tiger's Eye comes out a lot, and I don't know why, but this is Tiger's Eye. I like Tiger's Eye. It's very pretty. Okay. Luck in new ventures, willpower, creative flow, overcoming fear, which I think, like I said, there's this running away type of energy. If you have Tiger's Eye, you might want to carry it with you. I'm not telling you to go buy it, but again, whatever this was, it was from that past, and it seems like you got to, like I said, you got to do something different, okay? Don't do what you always did. How's that? Okay. Anyway, interesting weekend, my Capricorns. Now, remember the button. If you like my readings, please like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. It really helps. Rob, pick up your message. I gave it last time around. Anyway, my Capricorns, as always, know that you are loved. Stay safe and be blessed. Bye-bye.